And frankly, they would probably, I think, from a psychological perspective, prefer to make money if Bitcoin crashes on the way down than going up. That would certainly help them rationalize their lateness to the market.
You know, Jeffrey, it's very interesting is that I think one of the interesting phenomena about Bitcoin is its lack of regulation, and going back what Mitch had to say here. And we have to remember this phenomenon came into being after the financial crisis of 2008, which the banks were responsible for. And so is this an element of that here? Because that the freedom of here, go ahead, jump in, go ahead.
Yeah, no, there certainly is. I think of the success of Bitcoin is in part attributable to the fact that it has not been managed from the center. It's not been regulated, and that allows a lot of innovation and for people to try out things. You know, you want to talk about market caps. You can talk about 150 billion for Bitcoin, but really you have to look at the whole class of crypto assets right now. And you're looking at, last I checked, it was about 350 billion once you include all the various tokenized blockchains that are out there, all the various Ethereum applications, the various altcoins, and we're just beginning to see these. We're going to see things coming up within the next year, like these Lightning networks that are going to be used for small transactions that are going to fix the prevailing problems that exist in Bitcoin, which is that the networks are vastly clogged right now. It's very expensive to send and receive Bitcoin. It's growing so hard, so fast that it's almost become unusable just by itself for regular small transactions.
That's the reason
investors are looking for things like hedge funds.
Yeah, that's the reason why I never really got into it, because it's just not easy to move around. At least I'm not adept at doing those kind of things here. You know, Mitch, other people are saying that this whole thing with Bitcoin, it's really just an investment. It's not really a mechanism to buy and sell. It is to park your money somewhere and leave it there because you don't trust the banks. I mean, for it to be really universal, you have to be able to use your wallet, as they call it, and buy things and sell things. It's not that easy to do. It's not widely accepted, although many more innovative people do say they accept it. Go ahead, Mitch.
Yeah, it's part of a diversification strategy where you'd have some Bitcoin and just sit on it and not worry about what your basis was, and whatever the losses are, you're going to eat the losses, and if you get a profit out of it, fine. But, you know, when you have that much volatility, you know, I disagree that the big hedge funds will get involved in this when you have a 30% volatility swing each direction. So from peak to trough and back up again, down and up again, I mean, no investor wants to tolerate that kind of volatility. And how can you manage that kind of volatility becomes very difficult. So are the hedge funds and the banks going to jump in head first up at these levels? Probably not. If